Neil does have a bit more of a load, but he used 15.69 litres and I used 14, so maybe he didn't fill up completely at the last place. So this is Old Glenniness Road on a bit that we don't normally come in on. So we've come in down at the Grafton end because of the river crossing that we couldn't get across. So normally we'd come in through Jack Adgery and then down through the forestry for 10 or 15 kilometres. No choice to get there any other way. So we're not 100% sure that we're going to be able to get across low crossing. They were doing some bridge building last time we were here, but it's only a month ago, so I'm not sure whether they've got a bridge in or whether the river down here is as high as it was up there as it feeds in a different place. So but we will soon see. We can get across this one. I think so. Yes. Score. He's ripping. The camping areas are actually flooded, so there's a pretty good flow going on the river, continuation of what was over the river up a ways. So, there's a bunch of wicked camp spots. Just have to keep going until we find one. Have a little bit of a bank up above the river, but vaguely dry. Ideally, a bit of high upward. Still got about another 40 minutes of light. Obviously our scheduling got put off by having to go all the way around up in Grafton. We'll get to where we get to. None of this had any water coming through last time we were here, so just going up to check a few more. If not, we can come back to that one. No one's there. Just out looking for flat spots that are up a bit. Don't have foot-long grass on them. Plenty of other spots up here all the way along. Set up at the Mann River at one of the campsites that you can just come on down a track. The river's over there. We didn't want to be too close to it and coming up and flood at the moment, so I'm set up here. Got a nice little flat area there. And, meal set up over here. A reasonable snoring buffer between us. And, we'll set up a little bit of a camp in the middle there. We just bumped into Adam and his missus. They're from Brizzy as well, funnily enough. Just in the four-wheel drive down the road. They were jealous that we were on bikes. So here's Neil's setup. Wakey wakey, hand off snakey. Setting up your mattress. Oh yeah. Stretcher. Yep. Inflatable mattress on top of the stretcher, on top of the ground sheet, on top of the thing. You should be right if it rains. One is hoping. I set up on a little bit of an angle. What's the verdict on the 790 all loaded up? Yeah, well, I mean, that's 2/3 of a person sitting on the back. So that's going to change it. But, easy enough to crank it up.
Yeah, well, I've turned it up.
Oh, yeah.
But I still won't drop it.
Yep.
Really pushes.
Yeah, do that. Drop them. Easy enough. So we've got a bit of a buffer between us and the raging river over the other side. Adam and his missus down there, they're WR riders, but they're in their four-wheel drive. They said, yeah. They said, why didn't you guys come and stop down here? So, no. Yeah. I reckon we're only just far enough away if there's no wind.
Oh.
Luckily, there's a bit of a running torrent. Mask a little.
The voices from the river.
Yeah. So we'll just pick up a bit of firewood before it's dark and set up. And that's us for the night. They were saying that up at Dalmorton, no one's at the campground almost, and everyone's just in all the bush areas, all wild camping, because the river's floody and it's cooler up there. So he reckons there was no spot. They just continued down here. I told him we were going to go up there. He reckons we could have found someone with the bikes.
We probably could have got up. It's been a lot cooler up there. I think we'll probably get more rain up in those hills too.
Probably.
Let's see if that road's even open.
All right.
I'm going to get out of these pants and well, at least we don't have to fucking cook anything.
No. Well, we definitely achieved fire. So, gonna be pretty happy with that. Got a bit of firewood there stored up.
It's a reasonable supply.
Bit of a stash. So what's the down low on the 790 Neil? What's the verdict? Is she a keeper?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yeah, they go alright. Much better with those wheels on it. Different size wheels though, and tyres. Yeah,
the skinnier ones you can definitely see that you're handling the rougher stuff better.
Yeah, just goes better on the dirt road.
Yeah.
Probably not so much on the highway.
Oh no, I don't even think it's as good on the highway. I think the ones they've got, the standard ones are better.
It's interesting those ones were made in Germany, the ones that we saw, those tyres.
The Carews,
yeah.
The Carews that people buy to put on are made in Germany. Our ones were made in Brazil.
Yeah.
That might be why they were done at a price and other people like them and we don't, which doesn't seem right. So it does make sense. I'm not sure how much of this will come out in the low light. I think very little.
And we're parked next to us here.
I've rarely met anyone as stupid as them. You know, there's
It's a whole desert.
literally a kilometre of empty space, and there's one place where 3 motorbikes parked, another at least 300 or 400 metres either side with nothing, and they park right behind us.
That's interesting.
Interesting, yeah. You do meet some interesting types out in the bush.
99% of the people are good cunts, eh?
Yeah.
Most of them,
Yeah,
They'll
like
be out
these
there.
guys down there, they've got the music blaring, they're layering up, having a good time. It's New Year's Eve. We're sitting around the campfire.
I'm going to sort that down. Turn that music.
Turn that
What is
music
it,
down.
like 7 o'clock?
Yeah, it's probably. Yeah.
It's like the two old guys from Sesame, was it Sesame Street?
No, Muppets.
The Muppets, yeah.
2 grumpy old men. Yeah.
Well, that was alright. That kind of sucked. They shouldn't be doing that.
Well, I'm not sure how well this will record, if at all.
Let me throw a little light on the subject, mate. That might help. It doesn't fucking blind you.
I reckon that all it'll see is that one.
Let's go behind it. The lights with the...
We all need the vaccination. I don't care, stick it in my ass. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see some more of these videos. There's a couple more coming up and a few more bits and pieces. So yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Cheers.